Hello, and welcome to the Human Bacon Podcast. This is episode 20?
20.
Big 20.
We're in our 20s. We're moving on with life.
We're going.
Going to college, maybe, or
We're doing things.
selling weed like I did when I was 20. This is a statute of limitations, right?
Yeah. Statute of limitations. That's a very smart criminal who knows that.
Yep.
That's a smart criminal. It is.
You gotta wait, then you just confess things.
You know, something I thought about, like, yesterday is, like, you know, we got like criminals, right? And, like, most of them are pretty stupid, right? A lot of them get caught. But what about that, like, 2-3% that never get caught ever?
Like, how many serial killers?
There's never going to be a Netflix documentary about them. Like, they're always going to be in the shadows.
Yep.
They're always going to be... They have some way of doing things where they're never going to get caught. And there's always going to be people doing that we're just never going to know.
We're never going to know.
It's like the Illuminati. It's like we're never going to
do stuff that we're never going to know. And it is crazy to think, like, how many people there are. Then the FBI says there's so many. They know there's, like, active serial killers, but they don't know, like...
Yeah, well, there's...
You know how smart you have to be nowadays to get away with that shit? If this was, like, the 1800s, how easy would it be to just kill people and get away with it? You just have to move to the next town.
Well, what do you think Jack the Ripper realized?
Yeah.
He was just like, this is so easy.
That's all you do.
This is so easy. I could just kill people, and then just no one knows because it's random people.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's like... There's cameras everywhere. There's all kinds of DNA. You gotta be pretty fucking smart and psychotic to...
I wonder how the first dude felt when he got convicted for semen, right? Like from like a crime scene.
Fuck.
Why do you think he felt? He goes, fuck. There was never a documentary about it. I didn't know.
Like, there's no way, really.
It was never on CSI.
Like, Jesus.
God damn it.
They took one of my stale socks next to my bed and tested it against some other dead woman, and now I'm going to jail.
Oh, that's funny shit. Funny shit. Yeah, dude. Because, like, I'm like a criminal justice major, so, like, those, like, forensic files, like, cases, they're so... Some of them are just insane.
It's strange that we're all, like, as a, race of people, are so into serial killers. Like, everyone's fascinated by serial killers.
It's very strange that we have that addiction. It's very strange. Because, like, even if you look at, like Ted Bundy... Yeah. Have you seen, like, the documentaries about him?
Yeah, there's so many.
Have you seen the women that were, like, fascinated with him? You've seen that?
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. Like, these women were, like, college students, and they were basically his prey. The college women were his prey, because he was, like, just a good-looking, like, 25-year-old, 26-year-old dude, and he was just giving girls rides around campuses, and they always trusted him because he was good-looking. Yeah. Even when he was convicted of eating and...
doing the worst shit you could do as a person
cutting
to
up the
another
bodies
person.
of someone of college students like them, female college students. Even when he was convicted of doing that, having sex with the dead bodies, fucking having
he defended himself in court too. It was really weird too.
Yeah. But these women, they would gravitate towards him, and no matter what he was accused of, what he was convicted of, they still were like, I believe he's innocent.
They would, like, visit him in jail.
He's too cute to be a serial killer.
They visit him in jail. Like, can you fucking believe that shit?
Yeah, there was one lady that conceived a child with him. Did you not?
Yeah, that's insane.
She conceived a child with him when
Ted Bundy's your dad.
When he was on death row, so that he could live on through his child.
I saw that when he tried to get out of being electrocuted by saying that there was more bodies and that he would, like, show them where they were on it, and they essentially were just like, no, we're killing you.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, bud, you can't get out of this one. I did watch one, like, not even a week ago, with the Green River Killer. I think it was in California, but he killed 49 people. 49 people. He was just picking up hookers and things like that and murdering, strangling them. And they would find, like, a bunch of bodies. Like, there was some river in the beginning, obviously the Green River. There was just, like, 3 bodies just laying up and down the river that he killed. And they just couldn't find the guy. And the only reason they could find him, they didn't find him until, like, I think 2000. He started in, like, 84 killing. And they didn't find him until, like, almost 2000 because of DNA testing and everything got way better. So they took, like, frozen sperm and stuff they had from him from, like, 84, and they tested it. And it was one of the guys that they thought it was but couldn't prove it.
That's extremely smart. They're like, we don't have the technology yet, so we're just going to, like, freeze this dude's, like...
Wait almost 20 years, and then they got the guy.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, solving cases fucking that are like 16 years old.
Insane.
Just from saving their semen in a nice little vial.
It's weird that it lives that long.
Well, it doesn't live. It's like the DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird that.
So yeah, but like it's like still intact and everything.
How weird is it that they got a court order for it? All right, you go in that bathroom and jerk off into this cup. You're like, what? But I'm really not in the mood right now. You guys are kind of pressuring. Get in there. Like,
we need your semen.
What if you just refuse? Are they gonna make you?
They're just gonna take a hair sample.
Is there a guy who just comes in and does that like that?
You're getting jerked off no matter what.
I don't wanna.
We're taking your semen.
It's cold in here.
Oh, that's just like this big Russian lady. She's just like,
oh god. Time to milk you. Like, no, I'll do it myself, please.
It's time to milk.
No, please.
Oh, God. That's funny.
Yep.
But
we were talking earlier about how, we might have even brought this up before, but I'll talk about it again, how I will do things for hot girls who ask for stuff at work.
Oh, yeah.
I work at, so obviously I work at a grocery store and cut meat and things like that. And guys will come up and be like, can I get this like really specific thing? And I'm like, I'm not doing that, no. And then like a hot girl will come up and ask for like something even worse. And I'm like, I'll give you 4 of those right now. Yes.
Dude, yeah, that's how it works, dude. Guys, dude, when there's like a hot girl, guys just default to lizard brain. Like just pure primitive, like, I'll do anything you ask just because of your superficial features.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you could be the worst person imaginable, but you have good superficial features, so I'll just do anything.
I'll do whatever you...
I'll do anything.
What do you need?
It goes right back to Ted Bundy. We're as worse as the girls.
Yeah.
We're as worse as the college students.
These women just aren't murdering us. They're just getting us to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just...
simple tasks.
I was just insulting the women college students, but I'm one of them, just in the reverse order.
Yeah. We all do it.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
It is one of the good things, which, I mean, gonna get canceled for saying that, but best thing about being a man is when like a hot girl walks by and some other guy that you've never met or never seen in your life, and you both just kind of look at each other and you're like, like, yeah, we both, like, you just both acknowledge that was a really hot girl.
The head nod. It's there. It's always there. Yeah, and like you guys know exactly, like you just know.
It's a bond. You're both bonded.
It's that unspeakable, bond that's just always there.
You don't even have to say anything.
No, you don't. And see, the thing is, girls will pretend they don't know, but they know.
Yeah. But I mean,
they know.
I assume they would like it. I would like it if I walked by and 2 girls were like, that was a hot guy. I'd be like, it's fucking sweet. Nice.
That's funny. Yeah, dude, it's happened at Home Depot too. Like this, I remember this girl, she just like 9 out of 10. Just like smoking hot. And I was just like, she came up to me and she was just like, I have this whole like shopping list and like I don't know where any of it is in this store. And I was like, I will walk you around the store. I was like, I will leave my department where I'm supposed to be. I will walk you around the entire giant Home Depot to get you every little item you need. Like,
I will help you out no matter what.
Because
we'll get through this.
If it's a grown dude, you just point. You're like, it's down the other end of the store.
It's somewhere over there.
I was like, I will show you specifically.
I'll bring you exactly to it.
If we cannot find it, I will get a manager. And if the manager cannot find it, we're gonna go to the CEO. We're gonna get this item for you.
Get my car. There's a Lowe's right down the street. We'll fucking...
We're gonna get this list done.
Yep. And that's how they get those big shiny rings. It's because we just get stupid. We see a girl and she's hot and we're like, you're hot. What do I need to keep you around?
A big rock, a big shiny rock.
Here's like 3 months of me suffering through work.
Yeah.
For a fucking diamond.
For a shiny rock. There's nothing more primitive than that. Like
a shiny rock.
If you think
that's like
about
some penguins given a pebble.
Yeah.
Some bullet. Like that's the exact same thing.
Yeah. Because I think the penguins look at it more like which like pebble is like more like round. It has like less like jagged edges. So like the more like because it's harder to find those pebbles.
Yeah.
So like the females like they like the
they're like, oh shit, this guy can really.
He found a very circular
find asymmetrical things.
Pebble. Yeah. And now I'm gonna have sex with him because he
forever. I think penguins mate for life.
They do mate for life. Yeah. And, dude, that's so sad though. Like you mate for life, and then one of you dies, and like.
That's it.
Do they find a new one? Do they go, that one's not moving anymore. I gotta go find another.
I wonder if they do. I wonder if they. What a weird evolutionary thing for, like, if animals feel like sympathy and empathy. Like, why would they really need to? Like, I kind of get why we need to, because we're fucking savages, and if we didn't, we'd all be murdering each other like Ted Bundy.
Well, yeah, because like with consciousness, I think like you need sympathy and empathy. Because
like,
if you don't, you're just gonna commit the most like malevolent, selfish
gonna be
things.
horrible. It's gonna be
it's gonna be horrible.
But like a penguin, like, does a penguin really need to feel sad?
It doesn't need to feel sad. It
doesn't need to feel sad.
Why does it need to feel sad?
Yeah, like, why do animals feel shit like that? Like, is there a reason?
Dude, lions will go and kill like their opposing male dominant.
Yeah, like a
lion.
brother or something too.
They'll go kill him, or they'll go kill his kids. No, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
No.
But this poor penguin who has no, like, defense mechanisms at all. It's just a fat, delicious penguin to a shark.
Yeah.
Now he's sad because his wife got eaten by a fucking sea lion or whatever the hell else eats penguins.
Well, what's going to happen is they're not going to know where they went, and then they're just not going to come back.
Yeah.
And they're just going to be sitting there, and they're just going to stare off in the distance, just waiting and waiting and waiting.
And that's
and
it.
Then
I found the smoothest pebble.
There's one, there's one that's, dude, it's a fucking hilarious video. I'll send it to you. But, it's about this, like these penguins in the Antarctic, and every once in a while, there'll be a penguin that just walks out towards, like, the mountains, right? And the mountains in Antarctica, they're, like, literally, like, hundreds of miles, like, away from, like, the ocean where they get their food.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, they'll have a penguin that goes out and does that. And they'll just, like, they're walking to certain death. Like, there's nothing out there. There's no food. Yeah. They're just going to keep going in a straight line. And, like, there's these people who research penguins, and they don't know why they do it. They can't figure out why. There's no reason. There's nothing, like, biologically wrong with the penguin.
Yeah, yeah. It's just scouting a new area.
Yeah, it's literally like, oh, let's go see what's over here. But, like, they're marching to certain death, and, like, even if the researcher, like, goes and, like, picks up the penguin, and they're like, all right, you dumb little shit, and they bring him back to, like, their, like, you know, tribe, the penguin's still gonna, like, leave, and it'll go back to the mountains. That's where it wants to go.
Just watch a penguin forever.
Yeah, and it's so weird to see it happen, because the narrator for, like, the documentary that I was watching, he's just like, the penguin marches to certain death unknowingly. And even if we go and get him, he'll go right back to the mountains. We don't know why he does it. And this penguin is insane. These are insane penguins, the researchers call them.
Yeah, Gandalf showed up and said that they had to go defeat a dragon.
Yeah.
And he was going there with a bunch of other hobbits. That's what I think. Going to fight Smaug.
Maybe, yeah. He's going on an odyssey, a journey that no one can understand but himself.
I remember when I was a kid, I was like 10 or so, I came up with this crazy theory that penguins are trying to take over the world, and I used to, like, take it seriously.
Penguins? Yeah. Not zombies?
No, I thought penguins, for some reason, were trying to... I don't remember why exactly, but I know...
Did you watch, like, Happy Feet, and you were like, oh my god...
No, that didn't come out when I was 10. But I did, and I thought there was going to be evil penguins. I think I might have had a nightmare or something. I don't remember. But I remember my mom bringing it up. Like, she bought me a penguin, and I was like, fucking penguins. Like, I didn't want it. I was like, these goddamn things are taking over the earth.
Jesus,
She's like, you're 10. Shut up. You're...
like, for me, it was always zombies. Like, always. Like, I'd be like... Dude, when I was little, I wanted
zombies, though. That was the difference.
I did, too. Like, I would always train. I was ready for zombies. When I was little, I'd be, like, in the backyard with, like, sticks and shit, and I'm like, dude, if they came right now...
I think we did this last time. I think we had this conversation in the last one.
We did, but, like, dude, I was always ready. I was always, like, super ready for zombies. I don't know.
Zombie movies, too, but I feel like most of them are shit. There's way more shit zombie movies.
I feel like Nazi zombies really reinforced that for me. Like, you know, like...
playing Nazi zombies.
Just playing Nazi zombies, I'm just like, dude, this is going to happen one day.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead, I played
those Nazis up.
Fuck out of Left 4 Dead when that first came out.
Yeah, I remember...
non-stop.
I remember when Left 4 Dead was, like, released, like, you know, like... I remember when they would do, like, the 12 o'clock, like, GameStop, like... Yep. Yeah, I remember waiting in line for Left 4 Dead, and that was pretty fun.
The only time I've ever gone to a midnight release was Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
For any guess, the only time
I think it was Left 4 Dead 2. I think that's where I went.
I went to one of the fucking Pheasant Lane Mall and just played that shit till like 4 in the morning.
I went to the GameStop near Walmart.
They had melee weapons. I was like, yep, I'm ready for this. Get a katana and fucking murking zombies.
Dude, one one other great game with like melee weapons, Dying Light. Did you play Dying Light?
Yeah, Dying Light, yeah.
Parkour zombies. It's just...
That was a hard game. I used to play it with Dan, and then when you would jump in, they would spawn more zombies because it was 2 people playing in the server now. So it would just be funny, like, I would jump in, and they would literally just spawn. You would just see zombies fall from, like, a 5-foot thing. Just a bunch of extra zombies. Like, fuck, dude. But it was cool. That was one of the scarier zombie games, though. Like, when nighttime would come, it was like, oh, shit, I'm still outside.
Yeah, because the quote was, good night, good luck.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, pretty much.
Now you gotta run to a safe room.
Yeah, you gotta fucking dip it out of there.
Dead Island sucked. I thought that was gonna be really good, but I played that. I wasn't really a big fan of that.
Dead Island did good with, like, the melee animations. Yeah. Because, like, Dying Light practically copied it.
Yeah. But, it was just a better version.
Yeah, but Dead Island, it was pretty...
From what it looked like it was gonna be, and then it came like...
Like, the combat was fun, but, like, yeah, just it didn't have enough.
Dead Rising was more kind of, like, cartoony. It was fun, but it was, you know, you can just make weapons out of crazy shit, and... zombie games.
Yeah, what's the other game there where you can make weapons out of crazy shit? It was, you can, like, teddy bears. You're, like, in a giant mall. You can, like...
Borderlands. Yeah, that was Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
That was Dead Rising,
Dead Rising, yeah. Dead Rising 3, I remember. Yeah, dude, the weapons you can make in that game are insane.
It was insane,
Teddy bear, like, rocket launchers. You can, like, dress up as, like, random fucking... I remember you could, like, dress up as a teddy bear and, like, zombies wouldn't hit you if you, like, weren't moving. Because, like, you're like a stuffed teddy bear.
I don't know if that was the game, but I remember when the Xbox One came out, and it had the Kinect. If you had it set up, like if you would talk or you were in the room, like the zombies heard it. Like there was there was like a disturbance. Like I think you had to set up, obviously, the setting for it to do it. But
well, we know the fucking Kinect picks up everything. So like
and then they just abandoned it. They just abandoned it.
They abandoned the Kinect hard.
They just said no, never mind.
They went 180 on that.
They went like never mind. This shit is fucking stupid. I didn't mind it at first. I thought it was kind of cool.
I remember I'd walk in my room and be like, Xbox on. And, like, dude, it would come on. I'd be like, that's the coolest thing ever.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I had an ex-girlfriend who used to run into my room and yell Xbox off, and I would have to just, like, keep screaming because she would just keep going. Because if it doesn't hear you say... Because you'd have to say yes.
Yeah.
And say Xbox off, and then you'd have to say yes, and then it would shut off. So she'd say Xbox off, and I'm just going, no, 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 no. And I'm in the middle of playing a game.
Was she saying yes?
Yeah, she was saying yes.
Oh, my God. Dude, girls don't get video games, man. It's like you're in another world. You can't fuck. Yeah. You can't fuck with a person in a different world because like you just come in, barge in like that, and be like Xbox off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It just like rips you out so quick.
It was funny the first time, but then after like the 5th time, like all right, this isn't funny anymore. I'm actually trying to play. Here, I'm trying to. I used to actually freak people out where I would when you would go to the Kinect C's setting. And you could see, like, you could put it in, like, night vision mode, and you'd see, like, what it would see if you were sleeping and it watched you.
Oh,
and it was wicked creepy, because you feel like you were going to see a ghost walk at, like, any second. You're like, shit, is my room haunted?
Yeah, it would look like Ghost Hunters or whatever.
Yeah. Like you're watching fucking Paranormal Activity or something.
Yeah, that's
night
funny.
Vision. And then they just said, never mind. Never mind. We're not doing this anymore. Kinect Sports was all right. I think that was the only game I really kind of played, but...
I remember I had this really funny thing happen one time. So I was playing Call of Duty or whatever, and this dude like sent me like a voice message like in like for whatever happened I like noob tubed him or like a bunch of times or like I wasn't cheating but I was like taking advantage of like like the misplays in the game like the shit you shouldn't do but they allow you to.
Yeah.
And so I was getting like a shit ton of kills and stuff and I killed him a bunch. And he sent me a message, and he was calling me like a faggot and like a cheater and all that stuff. So I messaged him back, and then we were messaging back. Like we went like I think twice, just like screaming at each other. I remember one time I like put my mic in my mouth, and I was like, like
awesome.
dude, I was like 12 years old. I didn't give a fuck. And after I did that, he sent me this Kinect video of him like fucking yelling at me. And dude, he must have been at least like 350. Like,
oh man,
giant obese dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Fucking screaming at me, just not giving a fuck. Like the poorest like Kinect quality. Like just it was like 380p. It scared me. It scared me. It did. I didn't message him back after that.
Oh my god, that's the end of this.
But yeah, he was a very dude. And like I was like 12 years old. He was like 25, 26.
Oh yeah.
So looking back, I'm like, this dude's pathetic. Like this dude, this dude's like yelling at a 12-year-old. Yeah, he had some issues, man. He had like the OG Xbox headset on, like the cheapest one.
The one that had the one headset on one
Yeah,
side
the
and
one
the little
headset.
plastic thing to go down for the mic.
Yeah, dude, and he was like, he held it and he like forced it like into his mouth. He was like, ah, like just looking in the Connect, like screaming. And I was like, yeah, this dude's clinically insane.
Oh, never mind. I thought we were just.
I was like, if I message him anymore, he's gonna come find me. I was like, I'm good. I don't want him to squish me.
I feel like.
No, thank you.
That's what it used to be though. We used to get messages all the time.
Yeah, dude, like the Xbox fights I got
The Xboxes I used to get wicked into Gears of War Judgment. And me and my buddy we played like way too much and we were pretty good. And like anytime I'd have a good game or something, I remember this one kid sent me this long message about how he contacted Xbox because I messed with the servers because he clearly shot me and I didn't die. And like he was giving me he sent like this whole thing about how he was gonna report me and like it was just mad official. And I didn't say anything back but it was just wicked funny because I wanted to message back like, dude, I'm like the dumbest person when it comes to computers and stuff. You think I modded the Xbox somehow or whatever? And I was like, bro, absolutely not. I just put way too many hours into this game. That's the reason.
I remember one time I tried to mod my my Xbox 360, and dude, it was the worst. Like I was like, I was like 12 or 13. I was around there. I had no fucking idea what I was doing. Like I was just looking up YouTube videos. I was learning how to solder like a wire and shit. I was trying to I think it was like JTAG. That's what they called it, or like J something. Like you would like mod your Xbox, and like I tried to do it. Dude, I fucking destroyed my Xbox.
Yeah.
Dude, it was I just wrecked it. It wasn't working at all. And that's back when the 360 cost like $400 or $500. Yep. Dude, I remember I just like walked up to my mom with like my head like just sulking. I was just so like sad and like depressed. And she was like, "What's wrong?" I go, "I destroyed my Xbox 360." And she goes, "You what?" And I was like, "I destroyed my Xbox 360." She goes, "On purpose?" I go, 50-50. I was like, I did destroy it, but I was trying to make it better. But it did not work.
Do it.
And she goes, "Why? What were you doing?" I was like, "I was trying to mod it so I could cheat in video games." And then she was just like, she was just like, "You're fucking stupid. You're so stupid." Yeah, I had to wait like 6 months to get like a new one.
Oh man. Because that fucking hurts. Yeah, $400 is a lot of money.
I remember those 6 months. She was just like, "Go outside." And I was like, "I don't want to." She was like, "Go outside and play." And she was like, "You ain't got no Xbox, do you?" And I was like, "No."
Fuck.
I was like, "Fuck."
Go outside in this stupid fresh air, this stupid sun.
There's a sun out there. It's hot. I don't want to go.
I don't like it. I want to play Fable, please.
I just wanted to go on Call of Duty and scream at people. It was so fun.
Yep. The old Xbox days.
I remember one time I got in this fight with this dude in an Xbox party. But like it was a one-sided fight where like I was yelling at him and like he was just not replying to me. And I remember his gamer tag was like Gummy Bear like 4000 or something, right? And dude, he was like 10 or 11 and like I was like 9 or 10, like I was like pretty young. I remember I was sitting in my room and then like he wasn't replying to me. So I put my mic like super close to my mouth. I go, "Fuck you, Gummy Bear," right? And dude, I didn't notice my door was wide open, and my mom was like coming up the stairs.
Oh shit!
And she goes, "What the fuck did you just say?" And dude, I just turned off my Xbox, and like I was like just so prepared for the beating.
Like, oh shit!
And she was like, "Who's Gummy Bear?" And she didn't understand gamer tags at all. Yeah. And I was like, Gummy Bear wasn't listening to me. And she was like, "Who's Gummy Bear? Is he your imaginary friend?" And I was just like, no, it's this Xbox kid.
He's a real douchebag.
She's like, his parents named him Gummy Bear? And I'm like, you just don't understand, Mom.
We make up fake names. And that's your name.
You just don't use your real names? Why? Why don't you use your real names? Why? Yeah, but she was like super pissed.
Jesus, Tyler's fucking giving his dad potions.
Yeah.
Breaking Xboxes, swearing.
I'm not supposed to swear. My mom got mad. And
I
poisoned my dad.
And then, these things happen, though.
These things happen.
They do. Fucking happen.
But yeah, dude, those are good old days.
I think I told you.
Call of Duty lobbies.
Which, I mean, I'll tell it again because it's one of my favorite stories on Xbox. When we were playing, I don't know what the hell we were playing, but you could hear everybody Like, like a lot of games you can't hear the enemy side or whatever. I don't know what we're doing, but we could all hear each other. And this one guy was, he had like his like 2-year-old kid on the headphones, and this guy was murking people. So all you just heard was a kid, like he kind of knew what was going on, but it was a little kid talking in a little kid voice, like, "Oh, I think I did a good job." And this guy just like 20 kill streaks, just murdering people.
But he like sounded
but it sounded like it was a little kid doing it.
Oh,
I remember it was one of the funniest fucking things. I couldn't even play. I was laughing so hard because this little kid getting so excited, and you're just watching this guy just run through everybody.
Just like fucking like 360, like no scopes and shit.
Yeah.
Just
it was so fucking funny.
That's hilarious.
And I remember one kid got mad at the end. Like it was just the end map and it showed like kills or whatever it was. And I remember this one guy like freaking out about because he stabbed him a bunch of times, and the little kid is like talking back, and the guy was just like, he just stopped talking as soon as the little, because you could see who was talking on the gamer tag. I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. I'm gonna add this guy as a friend and do this every day.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would do voices. I would do voices in like Call of Duty lobbies all the time. And I remember I got really good. I got really good at a couple of them, like the Joker from like the Dark Knight trilogy there. Ledger's Joker. I got really good at him. I got really good at doing Bane. I got who else was it? Who else would I do? I would do Peter Griffin. And then I try to do other Family Guy characters. I can never get it. I could only do Peter Griffin.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was pretty good at it for a while. I remember like so many little kids would send me friend requests. Like if I would go into a lobby and I'd do it, like dude, I'd have like 10 friend requests from like all these little kids. Be my friend, you're so cool. And dude, I remember I was like 13 or 14 at the time, and like having like all these like 9 or 10-year-olds worship you. Dude, it was the best fucking feeling. It was the best. You're just like, oh my god, I'm on top of the world.
I'm the
like,
fucking king.
Yeah, that's how it felt. It was just like, dude, it made my ego go like through the roof, and that just made me like want to do the voices even better and better, because like the fucking kids were like, oh my god, he's a god. And I was like, yes. Stroke my ego, stroke the ego.
Oh yeah, until they turn 11, they don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, but like even like the adults in the lobbies would be like, "What the fuck, dude?" Because like I got pretty good at it, but yeah, like it was fun doing that, and like looking back on it, like I should have made a YouTube channel. Like if I would have made it then and did the voices that I did, dude, I'd fucking have like millions of subscribers today. Like I would have had like my own YouTube channel set up, but and like I even had the content to like go with it too, because like. Dude, I remember on Black Ops, like I was 81st in the world. Like I was killing it. Like every game's fucking attack chopper, I would get dogs. Dogs is like 15 kill streak. Every game I'd get that. And like all I would do was I would emulate how this YouTuber played. And his name was White Boy 7th Street. And I remember I would just emulate how he played to like a T. And he would just basically lock down like a part of the map. He wouldn't run around the whole map and get kills. He would just like, it's called aggressive camping. That's what he would do.
Yep.
And that's what I would do. I'd camp in one area and just like peek corners, right? So it's like you're constantly having like the peekers advantage over people. And I'd use the same gun every time. It was the AK-74U. That thing was fucking incredible. Like that was the best gun in the game. And I'd put a silencer on it so that no one could see me on the map, right? Because I did not want a red dot on the map at all. Like, I don't want anyone to know where I am. But yeah, I would do that all the time. I got 81st in the world playing Black Ops, and it was, dude. I remember I was in a lobby, and like this dude told me, he's like, dude, he's like, did you know you're 81st in the world? I said, what? I was like, he's like, yeah, you're 81st in the world. I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's insane. I had no idea because I was just so focused on playing and like getting good at the game.
I fucking love it when games tell you what you're ranked in the world. Gears used to do that. Judgment used to do that. The Batman games used to do that with like the not like the actual game playing the campaign, but you could go and do like fight maps or something and fight a bunch of people and like get a score or whatever. We used to do that all the time. I had a top 4 score in one of them, but I just love any game that tells me what I'm ranked like that. Just stroke my ego. Oh, I'm good,
dude. As soon as I realized what my rank was, though, I started playing so bad. Cause like
now you're in your head.
Yeah, I got in my head, and I was like, I remember I told myself once I saw that, I was like, I'm not gonna get in my head. I'm not gonna get in my head.
Oh, it's too late.
But as I was telling myself that, it was already over.
Like this is gonna be fucking terrible.
I just lost my rank. I just started playing so bad.
But you don't even want to play the game anymore. Like, I don't even want to play anything. I was talking about that the other day with one of my buddies. I'm like, I feel like I don't have that desire to play video games that I used to. Like that, I could sit and play, 8 hours straight, no fucking problem. Now it's like, I'll play for like 2 or so, and I'm like, ugh, all right, I gotta go do something else.
Exactly.
I miss being able to do that, though. Just sit in front and just play fucking...
Yeah, your eyes are, like, glued to the screen.
Yeah.
And, like, you got that, like, little kid brain where you're like,
yeah, I miss that feeling.
I remember playing, like, 14 hours sometimes. I would...
Oh, literally.
Because I remember I'd just go to sleep, wake up, video games, go to sleep, wake up, yeah. I remember I was, like, 12, 13.
I'd try to sneak some in before I would go to school sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I'd wake up and play a little bit of something and then fucking...
I remember I would do the same shit. I'd do the same shit.
And I would just go home and play video games. That's all I wanted to do.
Yep.
That's all I did, literally. Yep. Even through high school.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That's all you want to do. Go home, play video games. That's it.
That's it.
That's fucking back and forth.
Or, yeah, just go outside. Or during the summer, it'd be like, do mad shit outside, baseball, fucking whatever, football, fucking around with everybody. Then I'd go home, and from like 9 o'clock to like 4 in the morning, I'd play video games. And I'd sleep till like 2 in the afternoon, and then just fucking do it all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a crazy kid. I did the same shit.
I miss those fucking days.
Yeah. Nostalgia.
Now it's... Dude, I'm the same with watching TV now, though, like shows, like Netflix. Like now it's like I'll get in a show and just watch a show for like fucking 7 hours in a row.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you watch like Breaking Bad or like something like
anything
that.
Like, yeah.
There's shows that like I can't do that with a lot of shows, but like Breaking Bad and fucking Game of Thrones, all that shit, I was just glued to it. Because like at the end of every show, it's such a good cliffhanger.
Yeah,
you just keep
all
going.
Right, gotta bang through this next one.
You're like, he's gonna get caught next episode. He's gonna get caught next episode. Like at the end of every episode, you're like, he's fucked. He's fucked.
Done.
There's no way
he's
out.
Done. Him and Jesse are in fucking a trunk or something. Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, shows are fucking. Those shows are just incredible, incredible.
Yep. Mando, can't wait for that.
Oh yeah, it's Christmas, right? Come back Christmas?
I don't know. Boba Fett's Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they said Mando like December 2021, around there.
Maybe I don't know. I thought they were later. I know the Book of Boba Fett or whatever is Christmas Day.
Is that what it's gonna be called?
Yeah.
The Book of Boba.
I think it's something like that. Yeah.
Why the alliteration? Book of Boba Boba Fett.
It's Boba. Fucking. I don't know. I have Marvel fatigue, I think, though. With
yeah,
the
dude.
Eternals and everything. Like, I don't care. I don't even want to watch it.
Yeah, I saw the Eternals. I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, dude, they have so many like Marvel TV shows. I just can't.
Loki was fucking amazing, but
yeah,
Loki was really good.
Yeah, I still gotta watch Loki.
But literally all the other ones were just WandaVision was You know what I mean? Falcon the Winter Soldier was
I watched the first episode of WandaVision, and I was just like, I get what they're going towards, but I mean,
it's good. It's not like they're not like bad shows. It's just kind of like, meh.
It's dragging your feet.
More of the same people I've been seeing forever. I get it. Oh look,
there's no one new.
Oh look, now they're in a crisis. Oh, now they're problem solving. Oh, they solved the problem. End of movie.
When Thanos went away, it was like, oh.
You just build up so much, and it was just like such an epic ending that now it's like, all right, we're gonna kind of start over with these some people you do know. We're introducing new people, and everyone's like, dude, no, like that was just ugh.
Because they're just chasing money at that point.
Yeah, I feel like that's why a lot of spin-off shows don't always do good. I hope the Game of Thrones ones. I'm sure it will do good.
Yeah, like,
I think a lot of times,
I'm gonna watch them, but
yeah, a lot of times when you get a big show and you do like some kind of something after years and years, it's like, ugh, dude.
Yeah, it just sucks because like we know what Game of Thrones we know what the prequels lead up to.
Yeah,
and like
that's what I mean.
And it's like the ending was fucking it was just so bad.
That last season was shit.
It was the last season should have been broken up into at least 2 seasons.
Yeah, you could have gotten 3. They told a lot of story in like no time.
The characters were jumping around in time.
Yeah,
in place. Like literally, there's so much content between like where they go from one place to the other, and they're just jumping around.
Yeah.
They're jumping around from episode to episode, going hundreds of miles. It's like, what the fuck?
I didn't start watching it until, like, the end of, what was it, 8 seasons, I think?
Yeah.
So, like, when the 7th season ended, the 8th was coming up, and Dan was all hyped about it, and I've never seen it. So he's like, let's fucking watch it. So I watched, like, So it was all mad fresh for me because I watched everything. By the time I was done watching it, season 8 was coming. So I'm like, fucking, here we go. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, this fucking sucks. I'm like,
yeah, dude. Like, they did so good in so many areas, like with the book material.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They were so good with the book material. Like they were just brilliant, with like incorporating it into a show. Dan and Dave did great with that, but all I'm saying is when you Google bad writers, their face comes up. Because they fucked up so bad with season 8.
That's why, thank God, because there's a lot of shows that had shit endings. I loved Dexter, and that was just one of the worst endings in TV shows. Yeah, they already have an episode out. I think the first and second one might be out. But Blood. But that was one of my favorite. I mean, it was different because like the last 2 seasons were kind of like shit anyway. But like the way they ended it was just like the worst ending. Like you just build this guy up for all this time, and then like it's just a shit ending.
Yeah, you got Dexter, you got
Lost. Everyone.
You got Game of Thrones, and like I don't know, like
thank God for Breaking Bad. That's all I can say. Because what an ending,
dude! It was
what
fucking
a fucking
phenomenal.
ending. That was.
No one has anything bad to say about Breaking Bad. You can't say anything bad.
Say
it's a brilliant show from start to finish.
Jesse gets away
every season.
He dies because he has to die.
Yeah.
He's got to die at some point. Like he loses everything, but he still saves. You know what I mean? It's like how do you? Yeah. Anything you want to happen to him did happen all in that one. That last season was so good too. Like every episode in that, and then fucking what's his name dies. What was his brother's name?
Who?
Not Frank. Was it Frank?
Oh, Hank. It was Hank.
Yeah. And that was just horribly sad. That was like how that episode ended. I'll remember that with Hank being like kind of on the ground. Then all of a sudden like it starts and they kill him. And you're like, holy shit, they killed him. Like
he's like, Walter, you're the smartest man I know. But you're too stupid to realize he made up his mind 10 minutes ago.
And then like...
dude, like the feeling you get...
And you know he's dead.
Yeah, it's just so helpless.
They take all of his money and they leave him a barrel. And then he goes into Hampshire, which is funny.
And he's like, he's rolling the barrel like a tumbleweed through the desert. It's like, oh.
Because they do such a good job of like, you always kind of like, I don't know, but I always just love Jesse, but then sometimes you kind of hate Jesse and then you love Jesse. And then like that last season did a good job of you were kind of like, fuck Jesse, he snitched on Walter. Like he went to and he snitched on him. But then like you see what happens when he gets caught by those like white supremacist dudes. You like, then you feel so bad for him, and you're like, he doesn't deserve this.
No.
Like.
But like you get why he snitched on Walter.
You get why too, because I mean, obviously
Walter tried to kill a kid, or like he poisoned.
He poisoned a kid, and he lied to him about it. He got him to kill Gus because he lied to him about that. Walter watched his girlfriend die. He didn't save her. He just watched her choke to death. Like, yeah.
And it's crazy because at the end of the show, you're still like.
And you still love Walter.
You still love Walter. Like it's like
Jesse could have left though. At the same time, you could have left at any point, man.
Yeah.
Could have gone.
Because it's like I don't know. It's like because everything that Walter has done, it's like, dude, you should hate him.
You should hate him. He's a bad guy.
He's a horrible person. He's horrible.
He's a shitty.
But you understand it. Like it's
deep down, his intentions are pure. He was just trying to help. I do love that line though. That
like at the end, you know, it's like he did it just pure out of selfishness.
I love that he says it though when he says it with his wife. He said the reason I didn't. She goes, "Don't say that," because he always would say, "I do it for my family." Then he was like, "I did it for me."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I loved it." He was on top. He was. I mean, the guy.
Yeah, like I mean, but the only reason he went down that road in the first place is because like he had no. Every opportunity where he could have done something like worthwhile in life, like he just squandered or like let it go past him.
Yeah.
So he broke bad, and he went. You know, he never took the chance to do something incredible, even though he was like an extremely intelligent person. He was just too. He was too agreeable, and he was too laid back to take a chance. And
then he got cancer, and everything changed.
And then he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take a chance right now because I have nothing left to lose." And he did it in the wrong way.
And the greatest TV show ever.
Yeah.
I'd put that at number 1.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. I don't know any show better than Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I can't think
from start to finish. Like
that's what I mean. Like there's no season you can be like, well, this season kind of like no, every season was fucking good.
Every season built up perfectly. To like you could maybe point out the Fly episode.
Yeah.
But
that was like a, you know what I mean? And even that episode is more like...
That's a filler episode.
Yeah.
And there's
you got to kind of get what that episode was about to, like how crazy he was going. That was about him being like stuck in his head.
Yeah, super
like,
controlling. Yeah. You know, it's just a fly. It's just a fly. But like he needs to control everything.
He needs to get rid of this fly.
Yeah, he needs to control every little aspect of his lab, every little aspect of his life. He needs to control everything about Jesse. Like you like.
Yep. And
that episode tells the viewer so much, and like you can learn so much from that episode just by like analyzing it a little bit.
Yep.
Even though there's not much content on the surface, there's not many places or like a lot of action.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of because what makes that episode great, and it's like because like I watched something on it. It's like either people love that episode or they hate it because there's nothing really going on, but there's a lot of character dialogue, like very good dialogue.
It's deep into that.
And if you like dialogue, that's a great episode. But if you like action,
you want to see fucking Gus's face getting blown in half,
then you're gonna not like that episode, you know. But as far as like a literary analysis of it, like it's an extremely good episode.
I fucking love that show. I almost want to rewatch it, but just something about a 46-minute episode or 42, whatever it is, like, ugh.
I've rewatched it. I've watched the first episode about 10 times.
Really?
Just from showing it to people.
Like, I've watched the show probably 3 times.
I'm over like a cousin's house, and I'm like, have you seen Breaking Bad? And they're like, no. And I'm like, fucking first episode. I've done the same thing with Game of Thrones. Like,
you gotta show them the first.
You just watch the first episode. I've done it.
I used to do that with Key and Peele skits.
Yeah.
Try to get somebody to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, Chappelle Show first, but I feel like everybody already knows. I don't have to introduce anybody that you know what the fucking Chappelle Show is.
Yeah. Key and Peele, I've there's so many times where I've just watched the same skits over and over on YouTube.
They did lose a lot of steam, though. I feel like that first 2 seasons was, like, fucking really funny. Then after that, like, there was a couple episodes that were alright, but there was a lot of, like, nah. Yeah. I feel like for me, I was kind of like, alright.
Yeah, the one that I love is like where Megan forgets her jacket, and that hipster dude's just chasing her.
Yeah, but
you forgot your jacket.
But it's your jacket though.
And then he's like, fine, whatever. And then she gives him the puppy dog eyes, and they just keep running. And then they get to the desert, and there's like a bunch of Megans, all dead on the floor, because they just never stopped chasing. They all had jackets.
But it's your jacket though.
The guy never stopped trying to give her jacket. She goes, I don't want it. Yeah. She even says, like, I don't want it. And he's like, fine. And they both stop. And she slowly turns.
You can take your jacket.
Like those are brilliant.
Those are really good.
Those are just fucking hilarious.
I know. It is like, I feel like some people like hate that show because they love the Chappelle Show and they think like it's kind of, which I mean, it's all sketch comedy though. You can't really say it's a ripoff. I mean, it's kind of the same. Though I do love
It's original.
I do love Dave Chappelle made that joke though about how he had to watch Comedy Central and he had to watch Key and Peele do a show every night. I'm like, that's actually pretty fucking funny. I mean, Chappelle Show was better, but that was just like the time. Like every skit in that was a hit. Like every single one was fucking good.
The best one was the blind black racist KKK member.
I like when they went to the shitty Sesame Street.
God. That was a brilliant episode. It was just brilliant because it's hilarious, but it's also like sending a message.
Yeah,
and like
I think that was one of the episodes that made him almost want to stop doing it because he said people were laughing for the wrong reasons. He thought.
Oh.
I know one of the skits he did was something like that, and that's the reason he kind of stopped doing the show too. Is he said he thought people were laughing not for the reason he was making the joke, but more laughing like kind of in a racist way.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I never heard that, but no, Chappelle, he's like a comedic genius. He's such an OG. Whether it's the crackhead, you know, or
Tyrone Biggums.
Tyrone Biggums.
I was a freshman or sophomore when that. I think I was a freshman when that.
Yeah, Tyrone Biggums is my gamer pitcher.
For That's
Xbox,
funny.
Yeah, Tyrone Biggums. Because like you can like crop like your own like whatever image you find online, you can like crop it and like make it your Xbox picture.
Yeah, mine's when you're completely evil in Fable, when you get like the demon horns and you're gray and everything. That's what I put as my.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, I never got evil in Fable.
No, I always did. I went straight for evil every time. I would turn my safety off in town and just start fucking murdering people.
Oh my God. That's insane.
You'd have flies flying around your head and shit, and I'm like, yes, here we go, dude. I want people to run away when they see me.
This is GTA.
Yeah, literally.
This is GTA Fable.
I can't kill a hooker, so I'll kick this chicken.
Oh, God.
Chicken chaser?
Chicken chasing. Yeah, don't you get, like, evil achievements in Fable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
By doing bad shit, you get achievements.
You get achievements,
it's like,
yeah.
Let's reward them. Let's reward the bad people.
The second Fable is one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. The third one wasn't bad either.
I only played Fable 3. That's the only one I ever
really?
played. Yeah.
Three's not bad at all. Because you can dual wield like spells. You can do like a fire, a wind or whatever like that. That part was pretty cool. But the second Fable was so good. They had like the Coliseum that you could go to and fight at. That was pretty sick. Fable 2 was just so fucking good. The new one's coming out soon, I think.
Fable 4?
I don't know what they're calling it.
Did Fable 4 already come out?
No, it hasn't. 3 was the last one they made.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
And
Yeah, I know
that was like 2008 or something.
Like, I know Battlefield just came out, 2042.
2042.
That's a new one that's, like, fucking pretty badass.
Yep.
I was trying to play it yesterday, but, dude, the servers were, like, so trash.
I heard you're going to might have to wait till the 18th.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. Like, it's bad trying to get into a lobby. It's really bad.
That one's pretty sick, though. Somebody at work was telling me, like it's a weather affected, too. Like, you can have, like, giant, like, tornadoes happen. Like,
yeah, it's all
lightning
random.
Storms and shit like that. And,
yeah, like
fucking...
So there'd be, like, maps with, like, a
buildings.
lot of water and, like, boats and, like, battle boats and shit.
Yeah.
It'd be, like half land and half water, or, like, 70% water and 30% land. So, like, more combat's going to be on the sea or, like, in jets or whatever.
Yeah.
And as the storm comes in, the water will get like more crazy, and your boat's gonna be rocking, so it's harder to
That's
aim.
sick.
And like, dude, if a storm comes on top of you, like it's gonna send your boat in the fucking air. Like
you're all getting fucking
like a
because
tsunami, like a tornado
yeah.
in the ocean, dude. Like your boat's just gonna go flying. And dude, you can be chucked across the map. Like it can send you flying.
That's fucking awesome.
Like like you boom, you just explode. Like
Battlefield's always kind of over the top, and I love it.
It knows it's so stupid. Like,
yeah.
But it's stupid in an accurate way. Like it's not like so far out there where it's like this is impossible.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, when you jump out of a jet and like you shoot a rocket launcher while parachuting, you blow up another jet. It's like, yeah, that's insane.
That's a little insane.
But it's so badass that like you just
they make
don't care.
It cool.
It's
and
so
you're like,
cool.
like this is fun. I don't care.
It's so unrealistically cool that it's just okay,
Yeah.
But they know.
That's how you get away with it, though. Is that they're like, listen, obviously, but if you could do it, this is what it would outline.
But if you could do it, no. Battlefield's like what I love about Battlefield is like you can always go back to it. Yeah. It's one of those games that like you can just go to and you can play and like you're gonna have fun and it's gonna be crazy and you don't have to worry about fucking I don't know, just little shit.
I like playing that online. For some reason, I am shit at COD online. So I literally, even going all the way back to like the original Xbox, I never got into COD because a few times I played online, I sucked. And I kind of always stayed away from shooter games like that because I just figured I'd suck. But Battlefield, I'd play online and I would do good. And I'd be like, all right, I like Battlefield.
Dude,
I like this game.
It's nice when you're just in a bush and you get a sniper and like you're just defending an objective, Dude, it's nice. It's fun.
It's a fun fucking game.
You get that crisp headshot with a ding. And then
like, oh yes,
you get the points and the dopamine just rushes into your brain.
Another one.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always loved about video games. It's like, but if you have a video game and you have a good headshot sound, sound, dude, there's nothing like that.
I'm gonna play the shit out of it.
Like a crisp headshot.
Yeah.
Boom. And like you can hear like the helmet. And dude,
that's when you know
the points just flood your screen.
That's one of the reasons. And especially with the points, you're like, oh, points. I don't need this, but it makes sense. Yeah. That was like
100 for enemy killed, 50 for a headshot. And then it's like, oh, you killed him 300 meters away.
One of them's
300 more points.
But it's in gold. Yeah. 300, and you're like, oh, it's gold. That's why I love the Sniper Elite games because they show like the X-ray of like your bullet going through this guy's eye and his eye exploding, going through the back of his brain and shit. And you're like, all right, I'll keep playing this. This is pretty sick. One of them showed you if you shot him in the nuts, it showed his nuts exploding.
I remember that. Yep. Yeah, they would literally show the testicles exploding from the bullet.
Exploding from the bullet.
That did not feel good.
Why did you have to do that?
I didn't like to do it because of how uncomfortable it made my testicles feel. It made me feel horrible.
They have a zombie version of that game. Zombie Army.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good zombie game.
Is it?
And it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary for.
But it's like sniper. It's like a sniper.
It's the same. It's the same exact game. There's just zombies. So it's like you gotta kind of use side weapons a little bit more. Zombie Army 4 just came out, and it didn't come out. I just started playing it.
Oh yeah,
at the same time that fucking Back 4 Blood came out.
Yeah.
But Zombie Army 4 is a little more fun. It's a little more crazy because they have like, and it's fun because it's Nazi zombies. Who doesn't want to shoot Nazi zombies? It's always fun.
Yeah, Nazi Hitler. Yeah.
Yeah. And Back 4 Blood, you have to play online with people because it's not fun if you're not really playing that game online with people. I can play Zombie Army 4 by myself because it's just by yourself. It's a single campaign.
Yeah.
But the first one's creepy, man. You got to fight Hitler, who turned into a zombie, and he raised all the evil ones. And like when you start going to his bunker,
so he's like a necromancer zombie. That's like raised.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you have to like kill him at the end. You got to shoot him in the head a bunch of times and stuff. And you're like, he's raising all these zombies coming at you and shit. It's a fun game.
That's awesome. Zombie Hitler, man.
Yep.
You got to put that in the thumbnail.
I'll put Zombie Hitler.
Zombie Hitler.
I'll write that down. Zombie Hitler.
But yeah, zombie games are the best, man.
They really are.
And I remember on Call of Duty World at War, like, zombies was such a little side game, right?
And that was like everyone's favorite part.
They literally added it into the game for it to just be like a little side game that you can play, and like literally that's it. That's the only reason people go back to play that game is like
zombies.
For that little zombie side game. Because they uncovered something that they had no idea was going to be like that popular when they made that.
Yeah.
You know, a point system with zombies where like you're defending a place.
Yeah.
It's like you could play that all day, and I did play it all day, all the time.
It came out.
I bought all the DLC. It was incredible.
Zombies. I remember that was around the same time like Left 4 Dead was coming out, and I don't know if you ever played Undead Nightmare. That's a fucking amazing zombie game.
No.
The Red Dead Redemption. It's that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did play.
That was an awesome zombie game too.
I feel
like that was a good couple of years because you had zombies and you had Left 4 Dead, Undead Nightmare, and it was like legit zombie games.
Yeah, dude.
Being in the Old West.
Red Dead's phenomenal.
Red Dead, yes.
Red Dead 2.
It's one of the best games ever.
That's one of my favorite story games.
Yeah. Definitely.
If there's a Breaking Bad of video games in regards to story, it's like Red Dead 2 or like God of War.
God of War,
dude,
the newest God of War.
God of War is coming to PC.
Oh, is it really?
Finally. I've been saying that since the beginning of the podcast. I'm like, I can't wait for God of War to come to PC.
Because you never played them, right?
No.
Yeah.
Never. But I don't want to watch any fucking spoiler shit on YouTube. Like, I want to play it.
I want to experience it.
I'm not going to buy a PlayStation. I've got a PC. Come to PC, please. Like, I have way better hardware than a PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
I can fucking run it. Just let it come out on PC.
Are they doing all of them?
I don't know.
That would be.
I know God of War 4 is coming to PC. Yeah. So the one with like Kratos and his kid.
Yeah, that's the Nor one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know about the other ones. I hope they do.
That'd be so sick. I'd replay the shit out of them.
Yeah, January 22nd, it's coming to PC, like the God of War 4.
Yep.
And I can't wait. So, I want to play from 1 to 4.
Yeah, do all the Greek ones and then yep.
And then do that one. But like I heard God of War 4 was just fantastic.
It was like you get into it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, and it came out. I played that game the same time I played Red Dead 2 because it came out just about the same. I think that they fought each other for Game of the Year.
I was just gonna say that they fought each other for Game of the Year in God of War 1.
And
I remember
I would say yes.
I never got interested in God of War before it won Game of the Year. I was never interested in playing it.
Yeah.
But when it beat Red Dead 2, I said, okay, there's something I'm overlooking here.
Yeah.
I was like,
because it's Red Dead fucking 2.
I was like, because like I saw Red Dead 2 and God of War, and I was like, God of War is like okay. I mean, I guess it's been around for a while. I mean, new installments, whatever. But when I was watching it and like it was Red Dead 2 and God of War 1, I got so upset for about 10 seconds. I was like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, there's no way.
I was like, I played Red Dead 2. That's a phenomenal story.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no fucking way. And then, like, when the 11th second came, I was like, oh.
That's how good.
I was like, I'm being very biased right now. I'm like, I've never played God of War. And I remember I just looked up a little bit of it, and I'm like, oh.
It's so fucking good.
This is probably why it won.
Just that opening scene is all you really need to do for that game. You chop it down the tree and everything. It's just wicked sad. It's all sad, but then it's cool because like you're with your son, but you have all these like great moments with your son, and then shitty moments, and then he helps you fight too, so he upgrades too, so he gets stronger.
He's a little demigod, right?
Yeah, he's a little demigod. Yeah, and there's a big spoiler who he might be at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
Of like going forward because he's
But God of War 5. That's coming out
at some point in time.
The new Skyrim's coming out.
Oh, the new Elder Scrolls.
I think that's 2022.
I wonder what it's going to be. I hope they don't go back to fucking ESO style shit. I need some Skyrim type shit. I need just me, and give me a map that's too big and way too many caves and way too much shit to do, and I'll be fine.
And I'm never going to do it all, but I want to have the option.
all of it in there.
I want the option.
Because I want to go and watch other people do shit and go, wow, I want to go do that now and find out where he was.
Because if you just give like a Skyrim Elder Scrolls, like if you just give one of those that's literally, that just has insane graphics and like, just, you know, a good decent story. That, like,
I don't need a great story for the games like that.
No, like it's literally because like you developing your character is like
that's the point of the game.
Yeah, more about what you're doing, you know, like all the side quests and stuff. Like it's just give us an amazing graphics, Skyrim. That's all we want.
That might be my favorite game of all time. Skyrim. That might be.
Yeah, I didn't get into it till about like 2016.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got into it pretty late.
Came out, 2010, I think?
Yeah.
2011?
I didn't get into it till it ported over to the 360.
Yep.
No, I didn't get into it till it came out on the Xbox One.
Yeah, because it came out for the 360 and then...
Yeah, and then it got backwards compatible for Xbox One.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the first games to be backwards compatible for...
Yeah, and I remember I was game sharing with my friend, and he said, dude, I'm going to get the new remastered Elder Scrolls on Xbox One. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll play it. I was like... Because I was never like really, I was never into like fantasy.
Yeah,
so that's why I didn't play God of War. I didn't play Elder Scrolls. Like, cause, like that was like, but it's weird because like I'm completely like backwards now. Like now I'm like super into like Lord of the Rings, fantasy, Game of Thrones, all that shit. Like was awesome and I love it. I mean, fuck the end of Game of Thrones. I have to say it.
Yeah.
Because I can't say I love Game of Thrones anymore because
without just at the end going, by the way, fuck that last season. But I still love Game of Thrones.
But I still love Game of Thrones. But fuck that last season. But yeah, I'm super in love with fantasy now, and I wish I got into it earlier than I did because I knew when I was if I was younger I would have just loved it like so much more. Because of like the endless possibilities you can do.
I like it was insane how much I played. That's all I did was play Skyrim. I would work and I would come home and I would fucking play. I changed my availability at work so I could play more Skyrim. And me and the two roommates who lived there at the time, Josh and Kevin, I think I told them, but whatever. We were all we were all playing Skyrim, but obviously we're in our rooms and we never saw each other. And one day I came home from work and they put both of their TVs in my room and we all just sat in my room and played. And we were all just, they were like, we miss each other. We don't see each other. We just sat in my room and played Skyrim in 3 different TVs.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I remember I downloaded this mod for PC because I got Skyrim on PC now. Because like Steam sales are crazy. Like you can get Skyrim for like $2-3.
I hope so. The game's 10 years old.
Yeah. But like it's still like it's the normal price for it's like $20 because like it's still
it's a goat.
It's
one of the goats.
It's one of the goats. So like I got it on sale, and I downloaded this online mod for it so that me and my friends could play together. And I remember we joined this Skyrim server, and like it's on the original Elder Scrolls that like you and your friends played. We joined the Skyrim server, and it was a living, breathing server. There were players just running around everywhere. They were Whiterun. They're just running around outside.
That's sick. It's like Destiny.
Inside. Yeah, it was like Destiny almost. It was almost like an MMO, but it wasn't saturated with like a million players.
Yeah,
but there were enough to where like you could go anywhere. You could like go to a cave and like you'll see someone mining a rock, and you're like, dude,
that's sick.
This is fucking awesome. This is a great server, and we played it for a while, and like it was fun and. Like eventually there were like some factions and shit. Like people would have their own factions and like they take over like a cave. They're like, this is our cave.
Doesn't matter. Video games are real life. After a while, we'll get together. We'll start forming groups.
I mean, what did primitive humans do? They just went there like, this is my cave. It's my cave. It's like that's what we do in Skyrim. This is my cave.
This is my cave.
This is my cave. Get out of my cave. This is my cave. Get away from my cave.
When I bought Skyrim and like it came with all like the the poster and all that shit.
Yeah.
I hung the poster because it had the map of all of Skyrim. I hung it next to where I was playing the game, and I found every single cave in the map. That was my goal for that game. That's all I did. I got my sneak to 100, my archery to 100. I just snuck around and I just murdered people with bow and arrows. That's all I fucking did.
Dude, you get your archery to 100 and sneak.
That's all I did.
You're gonna one hit everything.
That's all. I was one hitting everything. Yeah. Get the ebony bow, the ebony armor, and the ebony arrows. I remember at the end it was just like. it almost wasn't fun anymore at the end.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, everyone's just dying now.
Yeah, he just one hit everybody, and like you could like be right in front of them, but crouched, and they can't see you because you have 100 snakes.
Shoot him with an arrow, like a shitty iron arrow, and literally just crouch in front of him. Hey, who did that?
Hey, who did that?
But you just crouch down. Nobody there. Turn around, walk away.
Dude, the dialogue in Skyrim is so classic.
Oh, some of the memes that people do of that are so fucking funny. Of like how they would walk into stools, and like the stool would just like kind of move as they're walking into it and shit. And you're like, this is so great.
Because, dude, like, the programming for that game, it wasn't top-notch. So, like, literally, like, characters would just be, like, walking into a wall and be like, how are you doing today? How are you doing today?
They would turn all the way around and then turn all the way back to you. And, like, you're like, what are you doing? And you could tell there was only really, like, 4 voice actors. Like, this is just the same guy doing a different voice.
Yeah, because all the guards in all the cities had the same voice.
The same voice.
But it might have been altered a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
A little different kind of.
This is all we can afford, guys. We're
sorry.
Another
kind of Swedish weird accent they were doing, yeah.
Oh.
I fucking love video games.
And fucking Skyrim. It's a good one.
I literally was bored the other day, and I turned on my N64 and played 20 rounds of Mario Party 2 by myself against the computer. And I put the computer on the hardest difficulty, and I fucking lost. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I remember I'd go over to my friend's house, and he had the smallest, like, he had a monitor like this, like, but it was like a TV. Yeah. So it was like a 20, it was like a 20-inch TV.
Jesus.
And, like, literally, I remember he plugged his GameCube in. And you know how if you play, like, 4-player, it's going to go, like, a little square in each corner for you to play? Dude, we had 4 friends. Like, it was 4 of us.
That's so fucking funny.
And we were playing on a 20-inch TV. The smallest TV you could imagine, with, like, little corners. Like, we had to get so close.
You had, like, 5 inches.
That we were shoving each other, like, out of the way to try to just see our square so that we could, like...
Yeah, because no one can fucking hang upside down like a bat and stare at the TV and play it. So you guys...
Exactly, yeah. I mean, that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. But it was great as far as friendship because we were just shoving the shit out of each other trying to see.
Oh, it was so much fun.
And we were just we were cheating in every way possible, trying to win. And it was just hilarious.
I remember one of the first times I played like online with other people. The original Xbox, you could do like this. If you had a bunch of Xboxes around each other, you could like plug it in somehow. I don't remember how it all went, but I brought my Xbox to like this kid's house, and it was like we were playing Halo, and I forgot how many people could play in a Halo match against each other, but we had enough people to fight each other doing it. And I remember one kid brought his TV, and it was a little TV like you said, and there was no room left, so he had to go into the bathroom and plug all of his shit up in the bathroom, and he was sitting in there playing in the bathroom. And people were playing like kind of multiple people on the same one. So he had like one of his buddies, him and his buddy was in the bathroom playing together. And there were just people all throughout the house that just Xboxes plugged in. And we were all just playing. And now that I think back, his mom must have had a very high electric bill after that with like 10 Xboxes and TVs plugged in.
That's funny. That was the original Xbox.
That was the original Xbox.
And they didn't have online.
No, it wasn't.
No.
There was like a system link thing you could do. I forgot what it was, but there was a way you could like link up.
Yeah. Because it wasn't like Xbox Live yet.
No, I don't think there was Xbox Live.
Because that came out with like, it came out towards the end of Xbox or like the beginning of 360.
Xbox Live. Yeah. There wasn't really many online games anyway. It was like Seal something or like there wasn't really much like console wise. Obviously PC, but consoles there wasn't really online gaming.
No, I remember
because there's no Wi-Fi. You would have had to plug it in.
Dude, I remember I was such a biased little kid when it came to like PS4 and Xbox. I was so biased towards Xbox. Like, even though Xbox was charging me $60 a year just to play on their servers, right? Like, $60 a year, and PlayStation was free. I'd always be like, Xbox is better, Xbox is better.
100% the same.
Yeah.
100% the same.
Always. I was just like, Xbox. Like, dude, when we were little, the console wars were
real. That was
real.
a legit thing.
The console wars were very, very real. Like, literally, you would get in screaming matches on Xbox. Yeah. Like, because there'd be someone who, like, has a PS4, and, like, they'll be in your party on Xbox. You're like, you little faggy, you little bitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it'd get bad.
The amount of bias, and, like, I remember I would try to like intellectually like battle people on why Xbox is better. I was like, I pay for my service, so my information is better protected than your information because I pay. And I remember I lied to myself, like telling myself that.
I did used to love throwing it in people who had PlayStation's face though, that after the network got hacked at one time and like you couldn't go on for like months because everyone got hacked, and I was like, how many times did that happen to me in my Xbox? Bloop, turn that thing on, huh? Nobody's hacking this bad boy. And then they'd always be like, hey, well, you get that red ring. And I go, well, I can't argue that because that did happen to me. And I put it in a towel, and the towel trick worked.
Dude, I would always bang on my Xbox. I would bang. God. So whenever I got the red ring, I would bang on the top of it, like just like multiple times, and eventually it would work. And dude, it got to the point where I broke it. I just
obviously.
I must have broken at least 3-4 Xboxes, like 360s.
Yeah.
Because 360s were out for like what? Like
a long fucking time.
It was like 8 years before they came out with the Xbox One. Like they were out forever.
Like, the one was like 2000.
It was like 16,
12 or 13.
Was it?
The one? Yeah, I think it was like 2013.
Oh wait, it was.
Yeah,
it was like 2013, 2014.
Yeah, but the Xbox 360 was probably what, like 07?
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
So it was like 6-7 years. That's a long time for. I mean, when I was in middle school though, it was PS2s, GameCubes, and the original Xboxes.
Yeah.
All coming out, and I was.
The one thing that Xbox has over PlayStation that I've always loved so much is the Xbox party chat. It sounds so much better than PlayStation. Like it really does. Like like PlayStation, it sounds like you're on the phone with someone.
Yeah.
Like Xbox, it sounds like this. Like it sounds like very good audio. Like you're almost in person with them.
Yeah.
I don't know how Xbox did it, but that was my favorite part about Xbox, because like I cared more about talking to my friends on Xbox than the games. Yeah, well, like if I could talk to my friends in a clear way and it sounded good, then I was like super happy.
Oh yeah.
I love that. That was the one thing that I was right about.
Yeah, I'm still Team Xbox, but I don't hate PlayStation. You know what I mean? Because when Dan was living there with his, I played Spider-Man, I played God of War. You know what I mean? I played all those games that are fucking exclusives, that are amazing games.
Yeah.
But I just like Xbox, and I like Game Pass.
The controller I get too.
So many amazing free games because of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Thank you, Game Pass. You should sponsor us. But yeah, I got Back 4 Blood. I didn't have to buy Back 4 Blood. I got that. I got fucking... What the hell else was I? The new MLB The Show. I didn't have to pay for that.
Like I have Xbox Game Pass and I have PC. I get my Game Pass on PC. Yeah. Because there's so many little games that you can play with your friends on there.
So many cool games on there.
Yeah, that you can just like play co-op. Like It Takes Two.
Yep.
Have you played that?
No, I've seen people. Dude, I know what it is, but yeah.
You playing that with Dan?
Oh, probably. Oh, yeah.
You guys would fucking love it. It's a great game. And it has like a really sad story attached to it.
Yeah, it's like a divorced kind of parents thing, and yeah.
It's a pretty sad story, but like the divorced parents are like their souls or whatever get transferred into like the child's dolls. Because she like cried on them, and they have to work together to like try to get back to their bodies, and like in the process,
obviously they fall back in love.
They're
blah de blah, yeah, because it is it's not.
But there's like challenges you can do, where it's like you get there was this one challenge where it's like whack-a-mole, right? And like the girl has like this hammer, and this hammer is like alive and it's talking and it's like telling you how to like get back to like this place so that you can like defeat this evil toolbox, so that to release his wrenches and his friends, that they can help you get back to your daughter. And it's silly in some ways, but it's pretty funny. But yeah, this whack-a-mole game, like so basically your friend's trying to like hit you, and you gotta pop up, but you gotta stay up for like at least like 1.5 seconds to get a point. But if they hit you, they get 2 points. So you gotta like pop up, and there's 4 holes, and like you can fake pop up one, so they hit there, you can come up at another one. And me and my friend played best 2 out of 3 with that. I won one, like I was the mole, right? And he was trying to hit me. I won the first one, he won the second one. And then, dude, the third one I won by the skin of my teeth. Like, it was so close. And, dude, we were screaming.
That's
we were screaming
awesome.
at each other. It's like,
it's just so much fun.
The little mini games in that are like so like they're so good, because like it takes like that competitiveness in both of you to like try and win.
Amps it up.
Yeah, it amps it up like crazy, and like but they're like well balanced in a way where it's like whoever's faster is gonna win.
Yeah.
Like there was this one challenge. It was literally who could spam X faster on the keyboard for a tug of war, right?
Oh, yeah.
And dude, I remember I was spamming it so fast with one hand, and he was too, and we were at a deadlock. We weren't moving.
That's awesome.
But I took my other hand and I grabbed like my finger, and like I was gyrating my other hand. So I was using two hands to try to press X as fast as I could. And dude, I remember I pulled him in the hole so quick after that, and he goes, "How the fuck? I was spamming that so fast." And I remember I told him I was like, "Yeah, I had two hands, and I was like forcing my finger down as quick as I could with like both my hands." And he goes, "That's fucking cheating.
That's
you
great.
Piece of shit."
Fucking Squid Games. No cheating in Squid Games.
But no, there are little challenges in that where it's like Squid Games.
Oh, who doesn't love mini games?
Yeah, but dude, It Takes Two is a really fun game.
Yeah, I gotta get into that. Frank was telling me about that too, actually.
It's good. Like if you could play it with Dan or whatever, dude, it's so fun, and it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Because you get EA Play with Game Pass.
Yeah.
So it's like a $40 game. Just
Here you go.
Free.
Thanks.
But
thanks Game Pass. Thanks Xbox.
Dude, there's these squirrels in that fucking game. Dude, you'd love the squirrels. The squirrels are like these geniuses that are like living in the tree, and dude, but they're also like alien squirrels almost. Like like the alien like tubes where like they have like either like it's babies or like bodies or whatever floating in the liquid.
Yep.
They have nuts floating in the liquid. And they have like these tubes coming out of the nuts, and they're like studying the nuts. They got like these scientific journals that they're writing in, like trying to figure out the power of the nut. Dude, me and my friend we were laughing so hard when it came to the squirrels because they're fucking hilarious. They're great. And they're so serious about like what they're doing. And like they have this big squirrel. They have this big squirrel military. And like
Jesus Christ. See, I thought it was penguins, it's squirrels.
Yeah,
squirrels are fucking taking over.
They make this special like explosive nectar that you gotta shoot at the wasps. Christ. And like everything in that game takes two. Like everything.
Yeah.
Like even when it comes to guns, like so like I sprayed like the wasps with the nectar, and then my friend has this match gun. So he shoots matches with this like match sniper rifle at the wasps. After I hit him with the nectar, then they explode But the match isn't gonna do anything unless I paint him with the nectar. So everything in that game takes two, every little thing, and it's like it's
the ultimate co-op game.
And when you're synergizing on something really good, like it's awesome.
Feeling it.
Yeah, it's really good. And like sometimes you have to time things like really well to like get to the other spot.
Yeah.
Whether it's flipping a switch at the right time, like on and off, to get like the walls to like close in certain ways so that your friend can get by. It's like. It's a really great co-op game. The synergy is just like it's great.
And it's free on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's a good game.
The Human Bacon Podcast brought to you by Game Pass.
Brought to you by Game Pass.
Doesn't everybody love free games?
No, Game Pass is great. Dude, I get like I'll just search like as hard as I can for like the Game Pass deals where it's like $1 for 3 months. It's like, yeah, that's fucking worth it.
Yeah.
Because I don't pay like the $10 or like $15 a month one. I just pay the
Just keep getting the trials.
Yeah, I just keep getting the trials. That's all
right.
I do.
Maybe we're not going to get sponsored by Game Pass because Kyler's cheating them out of money. But
they allow it. It's them.
Yeah, exactly. Codes are out there.
But I think that's a good spot to end it. So everybody, you take it easy. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
And deuce.